back to another episode of Comics Should Smell Good. I'm Anna.
And I'm Will, and this is going to be the best smelling episode ever because Casey and Morgan are here.
And probably because I made cookies. That is not why. They're sitting in the back.
Refreshing. Lots of awesome new books, a lot of violent, cool stuff that Casey and Morgan would normally tell you about, but instead we're going to talk about all the cool stuff that we like to talk about today.
We like to talk about way cooler stuff than they do.
Because they don't know comics.
And I think we're a lot cooler than they are in general.
Hey, what is this?
Ooh.
Here, this ain't Anna and Will smell good here. What's going on?
It's about to smell a lot worse.
Yeah, sorry guys.
Can you believe the nerve of
No
those people?
respect.
You know, they say we don't know anything about comics. I breathe comics. I've eaten comics with ketchup for like 15 years.
Dude, that's not healthy.
Well, no, that's why I have a lot of, it's true. I mean, I'm very unhealthy.
You need to see a doctor about this, man.
I did. They said I was an interesting case. That's not what you want to hear when you go to the doctor. That's really true. But it's freaking cold. Really cold. We know you need some good comic,
To rub on your body and keep
and
you
stay
warm.
I mean, it helps. I mean, if you're leaving the house, you forgot your sweatshirt or whatever, you can stuff comics, rip the pages off, stuff them in your sleeve, and it's all good. But yeah, we'll get right down to it this week. From Image Comics, a very quick sellout of #1. This is Manifest Destiny by Chris DINGESS and Matthew Roberts. I like saying DINGESS.
I really can't take the guy's name seriously. I mean, it's an amazing looking comic book.
Yeah.
But when your name's Dingus, you just...
It's the
Can't
Manifest
win anything.
Dingus. I don't know. But this is the story of Lewis and Clark, with the added bonus of many mean minotaurs that want to kill people and other creepy things that lie in the uncharted frontier of the Americas. This second issue has more minotaur than the first issue, which is obviously more
We got
awesome.
Minotaur stashes.
That's right. And we got a second print of #1 back in for all of those that did not get in the first week to get it #1. So there you go.
Another new #1 over on the DC side here. This is the first issue of the delayed Justice League 3000.
Direct from the future.
From a creative team of the past as well. Almost the entire creative team of the legendary Justice League International. There was an artist change-up that led to the delays. Kevin Maguire was swapped out for Howard Porter, who helped launch another Justice League run with Grant Morrison during the 90s, very, very, very fondly remembered.
Who is also a legendary artist.
Yes, that is what DC says, and we're sticking to it.
That's right.
But it's really cool, futuristic adventures from, honestly, one of the most solid writing teams DC's got.
Yeah, I mean, it looks... And, Howard Porter busted his right hand and had to relearn how to draw with his left. Wow. Just
I couldn't
wow.
do it.
No. From Say Anything frontman Max Bemis and Jorge Coelho? Coelho?
I don't know.
Man, I probably pronounced that wrong. But this is Polarity, the trade paperback of the miniseries that Boom Comics put out this year. And it is about a bipolar artist who is stuck in a very unfortunate scene of snobby art hipsters and other semi-autobiographical things about living in New York and trying to make money off of being creative. But he gets into a car accident and realizes that the pills that he's been taking for his bipolarness have not only been suppressing the depression and whatever else, they've been suppressing his awesome superpowers. And now this kind of, dude who just has been crazy his whole life, or is told he's crazy, now has to deal with the larger dilemma of, maybe that really is him. What is crazy? What is it? I don't know. And then you add superpowers to the mix. It's horrible. It's like trying to grow up and be a mutant, and you're like, oh man, puberty's hard enough. But yeah, looks really good. There's also a special EP in here that is only in the trade. So if you like Say Anything, you're missing out if you don't get it.
All right. The second issue from Image. We'll have to wait until Anna is done.
Thank you guys. Back at the counter, a different counter, slightly colder counter because I'm closer to the door, but no less filled with awesome comics to bring to you guys this week. doing a lot of crime and mystery. That might be my favorite genre, I've realized over the years. But starting it off with Annie Diggles and Jock's Snapshot. This is a book out from Image that has to do with a comic book clerk who finds a bunch of snapshots on his phone from a murder victim and is now being hunted by a hitman trying to find the evidence so he doesn't get caught for the crime. It's awesome, black and white, it's super gritty, super dramatic, and Snapshot is one of my favorite books of the year. Next book we got up is one of my favorite authors in comics and in prose. This is Joe Hill's Thumbprint hardcover collection. That book is about a colonel from the army who gets discharged after her Abu Ghraib crimes against prisoners, torturing them, doing horrible things that we hear about in real life. But this time, after she leaves the army, she thinks that her crimes have been left back in the desert, but they've seemed to follow her back to the States. And she's trying to figure out who knows what she did and who wants to get revenge on her for them. It's good stuff. Joe Hill is one of the best comic and prose authors out right now. Lock and Key, new movie coming out with horns. It's good stuff. Check out anything that Joe Hill writes. My last book is one of my favorite singles. This is 12 Reasons to Die, created by Ghostface Killah and written by Matthew Rosenberg and Patrick Clendon from Ashcan Press. This is out from Black Mask. They're doing awesome alternative comics like Liberator, Occupy Comics. Anything that Black Mask puts out, you should check out. Especially 12 Reasons to Die, mostly because this is a high, gritty gangster drama that is about a hitman for a crime family trying to get their way to the top. And this is the 5th of 6 issues. Everything is coming to a head in this book, and it's a super awesome cover by Johnny Christmas. It's fantastic. All of their covers are awesome. All of their books are awesome. Definitely check out these 3 books this week. That's all I got for right now. I'll send it back to Morgan.
Hey, I'm stealing in on the shot real quick. Last Comics Roundtable of the year, tomorrow, or today. What's today? Wednesday, right? I don't know. Something like that. Yeah, Wednesday.
Day of the week.
That's right.
That's for sure.
6:30 here. It doesn't matter if I know my days. As long as you do. Thanks, guys.
Well, I guess I crashed their party. He can crash my party. Back to you guys.
Alright, are you ready? Are you in suspense yet? This is the 2nd issue of Riley Rossmo and Alex Link's Drumhellar, formerly known as Strange Ways. It's about a sort of bumbling, klutzy investigator who uses lots of drugs and various other alternative methods to solve crimes. This comic deals with him sort of trying to get back his stash of supplies for his investigations. You know, they've been stolen by a supernatural crime boss, and he has to use his tiniest floating pink cat sidekick and his ex-werewolf girlfriend to help him get it back.
Now, if that doesn't sound like one of the most amazing comics you've ever heard, you have problems. Serious problems. Because that is amazing.
It is. And there's also creepy walking skin and other horrifying things.
Horrifying. A bit more on the seasonal side, but probably no less horrifying. This is Krampus, #1 by Brian Joines and Dean Kotz. And this is about the Santa Clauses of the world and how they form a secret society of Santa Clauses, kind of like Reed Richards and his, cabinet of Reed Richards with council of Infinity Gauntlets.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there are no Infinity Gauntlets, but there are very dirty sugar plum fairies that go to beat you up. But yeah, if you're looking for something fun and goofy and violent for the holiday spirit, something that we would, give to our parents, something like that. Krampus #1, and it's even got a nice little, find out where all the Santas come from on the back, which is very cool. And as usual, Mr. Will Harris is here to actually only talk about one Marvel comic and many other good comics. I'm finally influencing him and pulling him away, soon.
His act together.
That's right, soon he'll come back and be like, Marvel? What? I don't even know what that is.
What's a Marvel?
Right? So off to you, Will.
Thanks, guys. So my #1 pick this week is Alex and Ada, #2. Last month I came in here and I saw it on the shelf, and I didn't know anything about it, and it spoke to me. It was so beautiful and very haunting. And I read it. Basically, it's a futuristic world where a young guy, he's almost like a robot himself. Everything's laid out for you by machines. And then this beautiful android girl shows up. So it's a boy, he's an android girl, and who knows what could happen. But Jonathan Luna, Sarah Vaughn, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Buy this, really haunting, something kind of different. Another Image book that I am really excited about, Lazarus 5 from Greg Rucka and Michael Lark. Futuristic world, kind of like Hunger Games on gritty acid, if you will. Future world where these families control everything, and forever, her real name, she's the Lazarus of the family. So she's born and bred to enforce her family's will, authority, power, and she's basically their hired killer. And what happens when her family turns against her? So really cool, dark, awesome, awesome heroine. Really cool. I'm actually really loving Superman and Wonder Woman together. Charles Soule and Tony Daniel. This is beautiful. And it's not just romance, a lot of action. You know, we've seen Darkseid. In this one, they're going to like go to some friends to talk about their relationship and how things are going. But of course, it's more than relationships because we've got General Zod, we've got more members of the Justice League. And then what happens when the world finds out that these two superpowered people are hooked up together, and, you know, it's kind of scary. What if they break up? What if they team up? Anyway, there you go. The Bat Bane debuts this week. I love Pete Tomasi anyway, but Forever Evil, Arkham War, you know, the Crime Syndicate rules the Justice League, and they've turned loose Arkham Asylum and Blackgate Prison, so all the prisoners are fighting for control of Gotham City, and Bane is gonna like learn a lesson from Bruce Wayne and become the new Batman of Gotham. Plus there's a big fight with Killer Croc. Come on, Bane, Killer Croc, it's gonna be good. And finally, I'm really digging Marvel Knights. It's, you know, they had the imprint many years ago. It's finding independent voices and putting them on Marvel's biggest icons. There's been a Spider-Man, there's been X-Men. I'm really excited about Marvel Knights. Hulk, basically Bruce Banner, you say that, wakes up in Paris. He's lost his memory, and he's probably going to lose his mind again because all of a sudden he starts getting stalked through the streets of Paris. See, I'm so excited, Casey, by these other weird versions of the Hulk. So that's my Marvel pick this week. Take that, Casey. Just one Marvel. All right, back to you guys.
And thank you very much, sir. Elegant and quick as always, and very excited. I like how excited Will gets about the comics. You know, it's good to see when people get excited, because you know
Right?
it's good.
We're not all jaded and horrible.
No, I know we're a bad, you know, or at least I'm a bad image for comic book stores. But regardless, let's get to something else that's good here.
Yeah, this is the really, really cool debut this week from Image. Matteo Scalera has actually got another book out here, this time teaming up with writer Justin Jordan of Luther Strode fame.
Yes.
One of my personal favorite new writers. He's gotten a few cool, kind of mid-profile gigs over at DC, but I'm really excited to see him working with someone else as talented as Tradd Moore, who isn't Tradd Moore.
Yeah.
Because I know Justin Jordan writes the snappiest, funniest dialogue in any of these Image books, but when you got art going along with it like Tradd Moore's, it's kind of easy for it to get sunken under. But
Yeah.
this is looking like it's going to be a really, really good, bit lower-key revenge story.
Yeah, it's just straight up, you know, dude's wife gets killed, he's got to kill the people.
I mean, it's called Dead Body Road.
There's only 4 issues.
What else is going to happen?
Yeah, there's only 6 issues. It looks really violent. And Matteo Scalera's penciling 2 comics in a month? Damn. That's crazy. And on the seriously classy side of the holiday, well, the classy underbelly, I guess, of the holiday, this is Richard Stark's Parker, Slayground, the new adaptation from Darwin Cook. We get one of these a year, and thank you, Darwin Cook, that we get one of these a year. These are just constantly brilliant, brilliant pieces, showcasing what is perhaps one of the greatest criminal characters to ever be introduced in any literary fiction at all, or any fiction. This one takes place Buffalo, New York, 1960, I think 69? Yeah, Buffalo, New York, 69, and after a heist gone wrong, Parker has to hide out in an abandoned amusement park while the cops and their mob buddies try and take his money.
Which is such an amazing setup.
It is.
Jesus.
I mean, we're talking, like, gorgeous, beautiful, awesome, buy it for you, buy it for your friends. And we come to a very sad part in our comic should smell good history. My favorite comic of the year, easy, Copra. is done. This is...
It's
the
not
last...
done, Casey. It's complete.
Okay, well, if you say so. It's just... I can't even talk anymore. I just can't do it. Oh, God.
Michael Fife is indeed bringing his amazing superhero epic to a close.
No.
12 issues
Of awesomeness! No.
of beauty!
No. But it's done.
It's gone. The last issue. This badass shot of Sonya Stone on the cover. What's going on in the sky? I don't know.
It's Michael Fife weirdness, whatever. And also, big apologies to Michael, who we've probably been pronouncing his name wrong or right throughout this whole year. We just kind of go back and forth. Whatever, man. You make good comics. Thank you. But yeah, last issue.
You know what to do.
Right? Damn. Morgan, you want to bring us home with our cover of the week this week?
Yeah, why not?
Hunk of the week.
We felt that our fans really deserved something, little beefcake
Yeah.
to end things.
A little tantalization.
Yeah,
If you
you
will.
know, to whet your appetite.
That's right. That's right.
Bringing to you, completely naked,
Totally naked.
because you demanded it, the Fluke Man. What, you thought we were gonna give you like Superman or something? Like glistening in space? No. You're getting nasty, soaking, shriveled parasite people. Because that's what you deserve.
God knows what fits in that mouth, or what's been in that mouth. It's really dirty. But that's X-Files, covered by Charles Paul Wilson III, who's also doing Wraith, which came out this week with Joe Hill. But I want to remind everybody that the deadline for the end of the Comic Should Smell Good ballot award thingy is coming soon. So don't be a slacker. Bring it in. I'll be personally hurt. Morgan will be so offended that I'm gonna have to talk him down off the roof. If you guys don't bring that stuff back in.
Might have to get violent.
Really. And also, we're just gonna make shit up if you don't. So, cool. All right. Thanks, guys.